Dear students, a very good afternoon to all of you. So let us discuss some of the probable questions for CC. So let's start from the Mosey and the Marquis. Here questions may arise like what kind of reception did Mosey use to hold? That is a fortnightly reception. Where did he used to hold it? That is in a grand hotel. What was Mosey's belief regarding the public business? He used to believe that these public business should be run in a way that it always benefit him and the like him, which means this business should be left with these people, left with them, these aristocrats. They will decide how to do the business, and they will set it in a way that will only profit, that will only benefit them. Whom did he ally himself with? It was a rich farmer general. How was it possible? He married his own sister to that farmer general. What was the reason? To access his wealth. And what was served to Mosier in the party? That was chocolate. It was served to him. How did Marquis Evrémonde leave the party? He left the party highly dissatisfied with the reception and Mosier. What proved that he was in a bad mood, and what was the consequence of his bad mood? That he drove his chariot, I should say, his carriage, wildly, dispersing the crowds which were standing on the middle of the streets. And consequently, a little boy was its victim. His carriage ran over the boy, and the boy died at the spot. His father was there. A question may ask, maybe there in the exam, that what was the reaction of the father? The father rushed to the spot, and he was wailing, lamenting like an animal over the dead body of a son, whom he might have seen a couple of minutes ago alive, playing on the street, and a couple of minutes later he found the same lively son dead by the carelessness of a person. And things not ended there. The person who was behind this tragic event, that person threw a coin to the bereaved father, advising him to take a better care of his son, and had he taken better care, his son would not have been dead. Such a cruel man. The condition of the village of Bouvise was lined with narrow streets and dotted with poor houses, filled with poor people. Why the condition was like that? Because it is the, I should say, exorbitant taxes which were exacted by the aristocrat. This made these people get poorer and poorer day by day. They used to stay unfed. They did not have enough clothes to wear to prevent the winter's cold. They used to lie on the street. Whom did the road mender see? The road mender saw a blue-capped man, which is obviously the father of the dead child, coming out of the carriage, and disappearing into the people who were gathered there. And according to his information, I should say according to his description, the man was thin, tall, and a pale white face, just like a spectre. So there was postmaster called Gabelli, and yes, while describing the Marquis Chateau, it has been said that Marquis Chateau was a heavy mass of building, with heavy stones, stone balustrades, stone urns, stone flowers, stone faces of men, stone heads of lions in all directions. So this is a repetition of the word stone. This is the word is emphasized here only to convey the message that this is not only the chateau which is made of stone, but also the people who are living there, their hearts have turned into stone also, without any kind of feeling, a patch of feeling, compassion left in their heart. Same day, at night, Charles Evermonde, who was known to be Charles Darnay in in England, he returned his uncle's chateau, and there was a heated arguments in between the uncle and his nephew, because that nephew did not like the way his uncle used to run the business, and according to him, all kinds of attack which he was facing, those attacks emanated from the wrongdoings of his uncle. Consequently, he renounced his inheritance and left France for good to England. Unfortunately, the same night, someone killed Marquis by thrusting a knife through his heart. In the next morning, Marquis' body was discovered, and it was found that around the hilt of the knife there was something written, and it was written that drive him fast to his tomb, this from Jacques. So these type of questions may arise in your exam. From this part, two promises, the most important question is which are the two promises? Why the title is like two promises? One is that it is Charles Darnay, alias I should say Charles Evermonde. He confessed before Dr. Manethy his actual identity, but Dr. Manethy made him promise that he would never disclose this fact about his parentage, about his lineage, before Lucy, till they marries. Okay, they marry, or they are married. That was one promise, and another was the tragic hero, that is Mr. Sidney Carton. He also promised Lucy in an inebriated state that, Lucy, I will be there standing by you throughout your life. I will take care of you, and I will take care that you stay happy. And at any cost, I will make it sure that you stay happy with the person you love. You will see that this Sidney Carton, at last, he will keep his promise. He will keep his promise. Regarding your India at play, I told you that you have to take care of the mythological references, the different names of plays in different countries, and such kinds of things which what are the necessary qualities that a player need to play play a particular game like kabaddi, kho-kho, wrestling. What kind of ability should an athlete have in order to excel in that game, which are of course mentioned in the text. These things you take care, you live through the texts, and I believe it will help you a lot. I believe so, believe me. That's all for today, students. We will meet again, and after exam I think I'm eager to proceed with the text, especially your rapid and your reader also. There are fascinating stories which are waiting, and we need to explore the stories, the themes, and get ourselves enriched with the message the author has tried to convey, the readers like us. For an author, readers are his best friend, or are her best friend, whatever the author is, whether it is a man or a woman. Readers are the best friend for an author. So we have to prove it, and how? By reading the stories. That's all. That's all for today, students. We will meet again. Tata.